thought maybe you guys might want to hear the intro on the video too, because it's just so good. Hi there, buddies, pals, friends, and party people. You're tuned in to Casey Quite Contrary, and I'm your host, Casey Ray. Welcome to Hi there, buddies, pals, friends, and party people. You're tuned in to Casey Quite Contrary, and I'm your hostess with the mostest, Casey Ray. Welcome to the show for advice column lovers who live in this century. What's a newspaper anymore? Am I right? If you fancy yourself a classy contrarian and believe life experience is the real MVP, this is a show for you. If you appreciate a lack of filter and a luster for brutally comedic honesty, this is the show for you. Now, if you're one of those chooches with the stick family on the back of your crossover hoopty, or you're my one weird neighbor who literally copies my flower boxes but has never said hi in all the years I've lived here, this ain't your show, boo. Tune in each week and get your mind right with some solid, relatable, evergreen insight and dumb laughs from an Italian Minnesotan gremlin with the soul of Mathau and the mouth of a soprano. Visit CaseyQuiteContrary.com or visit us on Instagram at CaseyQuiteContrary or visit us on Twitter at CaseyFriggin' to submit your questions, quandaries, and queries today. And just as a little disclaimer, folks, this episode, everyone before it and everyone to follow, the language is unsavory at best, so don't say I didn't warn you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm super stoked to have you guys listening and now viewing. Tonight's episode of Casey Quite Contrary is going to be volume 2 of Shit Casey Actually Likes. I'm Casey. I really need to, as an almost 35-year-old woman, work on not talking in the third person. So, if you catch me doing that, sorry in advance. Also, probably if I haven't changed that by now, you know, as the old adage goes, can't teach an old dog new tricks. So, anyway, any hoozle. Volume 2 of That's That Shit I Do Like. I do like. Because believe it or not, I'm not always a contrarian, opinionated, bitchy mess. I'm actually a very loving person. And I like things. Some things. So last time I did this, let me think if I can remember this right off the top of my head. Stuff fresh out of the dryer, Angela Bassett, Queen, above Queens, mineral water, and oh my God. See? That's not very good that I can't remember all of that. So we're going to just go ahead and Dogs That Love Rock and Roll. How could I forget that? So yeah, that's what this episode is going to be. Volume 2, volume 1 of the video, 2 of the episode in general. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that. And also, real quick note, I know this is a longer explanation than I normally do for an episode, but I want to plug for those of my listeners that are in the Rochester, Minnesota area. I work with the community, working with like the youth, like homeless community, and, you know, young adults that have fallen through the crack, and also, you know, the homeless community that's of the older age spectrum and what have you. But specifically, my passion is in these young bloods. I find that here, particularly in this city, the like Boys and Girls Club, the pipeline from the Boys and Girls Club to the Landing, which is a day center that we have here in town, there is really no middle ground for these young adults to have some stability and just some guidance and somebody to actually hype them up and not make them feel like garbage. You know, they fall between the cracks because people just think, well, they can figure it out themselves. And sometimes that's true, but sometimes it's like not, especially with the mental health involved with a lot of these kids. They come from broken homes and they already have underlying mental health issues that have been ignored or disbelieved or untreated for a really long time. So wherever you live, like, please volunteer, reach out. People need your help. Young people need your help. If you're a young person and you're listening to this and your feet are underneath you, you can still help. Please make yourself available. That's my little spiel. But anyways, block party. This is going to be backwards on the screen because that's the way that this is going to go. But so back to school, block party and parade. There's going to be a parade. It's on Saturday, August 21st. Wow. August 21st. That is the day before my youngest son's birthday, by the way. Holler to little Chrissy Captains Gambino. The parade will be 11 to 1 at the government center, and then in the government center area, y'all know who know. And then the block party is from 2 to 7 at the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Park here in town, which for those of you who know or don't know, it's 1738 East Center Street, Rochester. So free food, haircut, school supplies, family-friendly activities, plus a surprise performance by a celebrity guest. And no, I don't know who that is going to be, but we do have some like pretty big hitters around this little area, believe it or not. So that's Rochester's first annual show up, show out, stand by your community if you're in the area and you are listening. I love you all. Enjoy the show. Okay, so on to the list. As with last time, these are in no particular order because these items cannot be ranked. They are all equally dope as fuck. But first, on my list of ones I'm going to read tonight, is Lucas's, I think when it's Lucas with an apostrophe after, is that Lucas's? I don't fucking know. Lucas Pawpaw Ointment. It's amazing. It is literally, so it says it's a topical application to relieve symptoms associated with skin conditions like cuts, minor open wounds, insect bites, gravel rash, sunburn, splinters, nappy rash, and chafing. I literally, one, use it as chapstick, softest lips I've ever had in my life. But two, use it for eczema, psoriasis, bug bites, like it says, wounds. It's really good on scars too, which is weird. Here's the thing about it. It's amazing. It's absolutely a cure-all, but it's so good that it gets duped like constantly, which is sad because the dupe is like, who knows what the hell that even is, man. You can put all kinds of, if it's not the right kind of, what am I thinking? Is it like a jelly? If it's not the right kind of that, if it's not like cosmetic grade or whatever, shit you can put on your body, topical grade, don't do it. And nobody knows what's in those dupes. So it's super duper duper hard to find. Shout out to my friend Sammy, who sent it to me from Australia. 3 tubes of this she sent, and I am like hanging on to it with dear life. But if you do come across it, buy it. It's fucking incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I wish it wasn't so tough to come by. And I don't know why it's the best stuff I've ever used. She asked me why it's such a like crazy thing that I like want so bad, but I've been using it for years and I just swear by it. So, for the sake of Papa. Okay. Second on my list is when you can visibly see the stars at night. Okay, if you live in the city, that is like low-key a rare sighting, obviously, because of all the light pollution and what have you. When I was growing up, I grew up out in the country, out in the middle of nowhere, and you could see the stars every single freaking night. That it wasn't like, obviously, raining, cloudy, what have you. I loved it so much. I like knew all the constellations and it was just there's something so, excuse me. There's something so therapeutic and wonderful about being able to see all the stars at night. When I was a kid, I'd sleep on the trampoline if it was nice out. We'd camp out with a sleeping bag on the trampoline. And just look at the stars. See shooting stars. You could see the Milky Way. Like that, I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. Wish I had some kind of assistant to look something like this up, but I don't even know if you can really see that anymore. But you could see it when I was a kid, when I was growing up, which is pretty fucking cool. Wonder where my obsession with aliens came from. See lots of weird stuff out in the country, just saying. Anyway, love being able to see the stars at night. It's like one of those things that it's like bigger than you. It's something that's like bigger than ourselves, that we can understand that there's so much more out there than just our piddly, stupid, human, cross-eyed asses. So yeah, go look at the stars. Go out into the country if you can't see them in the city. Trust me. Oh, fuck. Third thing on the list is cream cheese on pizza pie. Now, if you haven't ever tried that, go now. Okay? And if you haven't ever tried that, I'm also going to tell you the best way to try it for the first time, if you're going to, is to make a homemade pizza. And if you're like, Casey, I cannot fucking flip a pie above my head and make a homemade pizza. Good news for you. You don't have to. And they actually make pre-made pizza crusts if you feel in some type of way. So get yourself a pre-made pizza crust. Get yourself some pizza sauce. Then slice the cream cheese off onto top of the sauce and then cover it in your toppings. Okay, so if you do pepperoni or whatever you do and then cheese, or if you do the cheese first and then the pepperoni or whatever it is you're doing, cream, fucking cheese on pizza. If you're from the Rochester area, you have had supreme pepperoni from Valentino's, which RIP Valentino's no longer exists. Holy shit. Okay. Talk about the first time I ever discovered that. I was like, this is, how have I been missing this my entire life? Amazing. My entire life. I discovered it when I was like 10. So, you know, credibility shot right there, but you feel me. It's amazing. I always, like, even if I get like a shitty frozen pizza and I'm throwing that in, which, by the way, if y'all know me, is super rare. It's either homemade or I'm like getting a pie from somewhere. I'm a bona fide Ninja Turtle, in case y'all didn't know. But if they don't have the option for me to put cream cheese on it, I'll put cream cheese on it myself when it gets to my house, and then it goes back in to the oven or whatever, you know, I'm doing. So, decadent. Try it. You'll never, ever, ever want pizza the same way again. Okay? I swear. Okay. And last, but certainly not least on our list of shit Casey actually likes, I did it again. Ice cold gingies. And I mean ice cold gingies. Tiny cans are superior. As you can see, this is a tiny can. Superior. It's the perfect amount of ginger ale. Okay. It stays cold the whole time that you're sipping on it. If you're going to have a bigger can, that's fine too. Never from the bottle. Ew. Okay. Ginger ale in a plastic bottle was never meant to be a thing. So just saying, glass, aluminum, that's it. It's a wrap. Craft ginger ales, don't let them fool you. That shit is garbage. Okay. I'm not kidding. If it's not Canada Dry, like, or your second option is like Schweppes, it's basically like nothing. You know what I mean? Don't choose anything because the rest of it is trash. Ginger beer, that's not my thing. I'm not talking about ginger beer here. Okay. So I don't want any of the hipsters getting upset and being like, oh no, let me tell you though, the ginger beer is like, no, it's not. Ginger ale or bust. Okay. And that's also a cure-all. Okay. Like stomach ache, ice cold gingy. 6 p.m., ice cold gingy. Is it a Monday? Ice cold gingy. And yes, it is a Monday. Ice cold gingy. Lose your keys? Crack an ice cold gingy. No bills in the mailbox today? Great. Ice cold gingy. Celebration, sadness, whatever you need, she's always there. Ice cold gingy. You feel me. And yet again, you guys, proof that I'm not always a contrary ass bitch. Audio proof and video proof. Forever. So, if you're thinking about lying on me someday after I'm dead and gone, don't. I'll haunt you as fuck. Okay.
Poopy. Patterson. Poop.
Well. That's 4 wells. Had to count those on my fingers to even know that. I think you guys know what time it is. Time to wrap it up. Let me sigh 17 more times. because I'm going to crack into this bitch. And cut loose. Just kidding. I won't do ASMR on y'all again. Any hoozle. Huge thank you to all of my kick-ass listeners and to my supporters. Brent M, Brent G. I should have been reversed, but y'all feel me. And Gina G. I love you guys. I cannot thank you enough. Write in, call in, whatever you need to do. If you want to leave me a voicemail, you know the drill. It is anchor.fm/CaseyQuiteContrary/message. I will absolutely feature you in an episode. Call. You can even call to tell me to fuck off. I would love to feature something like that in an episode. Don't play with me. If that's all you have to say, great. I would love it. At least it's something. I'm not even joking. You can follow us on Instagram at Casey Quite Contrary. You can follow us on Twitter at Casey Friggin' Ray. You can also find us on TikTok at Casey Quite Contrary. And, you know, there's like a little ding dong somewhere down below. A little ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-wing. Go ahead and slam on that bad boy. Give the bell a ring. Hit the subscribe button while you're already up here on the YouTube, if you're on the YouTubes with this. And yeah, reach out, connect. I want to hear from y'all. I love all of you. I love each and every one of ya. Behave, you know. Warmest wishes and best wishes and warmest regards. So, sorry guys, I was distracted by a little tiny bug again. Second night in a row, but I love you all. See you next time.